Hello Internet, it's your boy Keebler, Gracie Who Might Talk Cleveland, CLE. A lot of people in the jiu-jitsu community have been posting this video of a guy catching a heel hook on a basketball court after an altercation, and they've been justifying like sport jiu-jitsu. You know, they've been like, oh yeah, like you see, sport jiu-jitsu is effective in the street, and da-da-da-da-da, and this and that and this. And this video is supposed to be some kind of proof of that. And guys that are high-level success that people look up to are posting this video. And I think, whatever, I'll show you what I think. So let's watch the video together, and I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, right? But I'm just going to talk a little bit as it's going down. So basically, the dude in the green shirt is the guy who's eventually going to catch the heel hook. And he's arguing back and forth with this dude, and it's clearly hostile. You know, I'm going to turn the volume down a little bit. It's clearly hostile. There's no way that he knows that. I mean, there's no way he doesn't know that the situation's getting worse and worse and worse. And now he's heckling the dude. He's like making fun of the dude. He's calling the dude out in a way. He's making fun of the guy. He's causing a scene even more. Now, there's a whole bunch of time where this is all hostile. Now they're close. He hasn't even put his hands up. His hands aren't even up. This dude's walking. He's close enough to hit him right now. And he doesn't even put his hands up. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. The guy's already touched him, so he knows that like violence is a situation that could happen. And then this is the worst part in my opinion. He starts heckling him some more, and then eventually he says, like, I'll whoop your ass. Like he says, I'll whoop your ass. They go from like, we're doing basketball to like, I'll whoop your ass. And then the situation gets worse. So like, they're still just jawing at each other. This dude's now saying we should play for money. Boom, he just said, I'll whoop your ass. So the jiu-jitsu guy, or really just the grappler, he's not a jiu-jitsu guy, you know. Now he's got swung on, boom. He pulls guard, and then everybody's like, yeah, jiu-jitsu, he's got the back, blah, 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 blah. Here's a major problem. Here's something you don't train for. People trying to stop the fight. Now he's lucky that these people were just trying to stop the fight and try to keep the guy safe. Now he's like, I'm gonna break it. But he doesn't have any bite in his heels because he doesn't understand the armbar, so the guy gets out of the armbar. Then he grabs the heel hook. Here it comes, he's about to tuck it. And he's like, I'll put out the socket. It gets super punitive right now. He's like, talking about he's never going to play basketball again, and then the kind lady comes to break up the fight. So, here's what I see. I don't see any justification or any, like, glorification of sport jiu-jitsu in that. All I see is a dude who's a bully starting a fight and then being extremely ineffective in his jiu-jitsu. When the guy swings, he gets overwhelmed because he doesn't have any base. Because he thinks that the fight's going to go a certain way and it's going to be fine or whatever. Eventually I'll just get my heel hook or I'll just get my triangle. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, that situation could have gotten so much worse. There's those people that were around him that tried to separate him. What if those people meant him harm? What if those people tried to like kick him in the head? He should have, if that situation had to happen, which it did, he could have walked away 35 million times. But once the guy swings on you, let's say it's on. Alright, guy swings on you. When you pull guard because you're overwhelmed, that means you don't have base, so that's ineffective. Then, he's not prepared for all the things that are going to happen in a normal street fight, like people trying to separate you. That's ineffective. He goes for the arm and he claims he's going to break it, but he's got his knees nice and tight, right? But his legs are all straight. And so a guy that knows jiu-jitsu might have gotten armbarred right there. Because he might have tried to defend the arm, he might have driven in and locked up some grip that he trains. And so he's used to doing that in a sport environment. But a guy that doesn't know jiu-jitsu just yanks out. Which is why the bite is more important than the squeeze, right? This dude is not effective. And besides that, the fact that people are putting the video over like it's something good. This is one of the most negative things I've ever seen. If somebody was in my academy as a student and that was their video, like they were like, yeah, this happened over the weekend, I would be like, alright, cool. What you did is justifiable because there was an altercation. But were you in the right? Were you in the right? And if they were like, yeah, I was in the right, I'd be like, word, I'll ask you one more time. Was there any time where you could have used real self-defense, which is just awareness and kindness, to avoid that whole situation? Could your hands have been up? Could you have tried to de-escalate Is that something that enters your mind? If you're doing jiu-jitsu and you're going to walk around with what you assume is kind of a superpower, how dare you go around throwing that superpower around like you can just put it on anybody anytime? That dude's whack. Anybody that posts that video and says it's rad, you're whack too. I'm out.